Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast as well as my YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. Today is Saturday, which is the 21st. So, in this podcast, we go over topics involving the paranormal, occult, supernatural. So, I speak about things such as nirvana, reincarnation, ghosts, hauntings. Um, let's see. If you go into my videos, you'll see a lot of things that speak about: spiritual transition, spiritual um, transcendence, spiritual shield, to name a few. So I'd like to start off by saying that this podcast on YouTube is for entertainment, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. It's not a biblical nor religious podcast, although I may bring up the biblical text. I do not consider myself to be a preacher, elder, priest, prophetess, apostle, or any of the characters that are in the biblical setting. Okay, so these are my opinions. This is my spiritual sense. All right. So I consider myself to be a spiritualist, nomad, gypsy, psychic light, intuitive, magic mind medium. I think we all possess these gifts. Some people are more prophetic than others. Um, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into the chakra reading, spiritual reading for today, energy reading. I said I was going to be doing these on Saturdays, but they will not be every Saturday. All right. As you can see, I have the spirit board here. It's just for strictly cosmetic reasons. I do not use a spirit board, but I do aspire to get a spirit box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bear with me just a moment. All right, let's get it all pushed up. 5, 6, and we're going to say 7. This is 7. All right, so we got heart pulled up again. That's the root of the issue of it. Whoever this reading is for, I'm going to say that you are going to need to balance your heart chakra. Now, I want to say that it is imperative that we all make sure that all of our chakras are intact. All right, but this is a chakra energy reading, so we want to focus on the heart chakra primarily. Let's pull up some information regarding the heart chakra. I'm going to be doing these different. It's not going to be anything that's uniform. Heart chakra. Well, what is the heart chakra or chakra? You may hear it being referred to as chakra or chakra, whichever one. All right, give me just a moment. So, what is the chakras or chakras? Well, I'm going to get into that now. Give me just a moment. So, chakras are energy centers within the human body that help regulate various and psychological processes. Understanding the roles and function of the seven main chakras can offer insight into holistic health. So that's basically what they are. They are, it's a total of seven, and they are positioning several parts of the body. Give me just a moment, let me get down. So I do believe that this reading, for whoever is paying attention or watching, if you are watching or paying attention 9 times out of 10, your chakras need to be balanced. All right? As I speak to you, I speak to me, and I want this podcast as well as this platform to be for those who have an interest in it. Please don't come on here to be nosy or to be destructive or critical, right? Alrighty. So let's proceed. I'm going to go down to, I'm going to say that this reading is for somebody that possibly needs to balance all of their chakras, but something that's been on that this one here, your heart chakra is the primary focus. Like this is something that you are dealing with that you need to deal with first. It is centered or found in the center of the chest. It connects love, compassion, and forgiveness. And a Hanta's element is air. So the element is air. I just so happen to be an air sign. Um, right? And an open heart chakra or chakra lets you experience love and healthy relationships such as love, compassion, and self-worth. Okay, so what are some of the things that can occur when your heart chakra is blocked? Well, it may lead to feelings of unworthiness or trouble giving and receiving love. So if you are someone who may have some issues in terms of, and it may not necessarily be romantic, if that makes sense. It could be friendships or even interpersonal relationships or what have you. Um, Try to focus on your heart chakra. Do some things that will bring some sense of solace to you. It could actually also be that you have something physiologically going on with you as well, because I'm mentioning the emotional aspects of it, but actually also relates to the lungs and lung function, as well as the heart and heart function. So, if you're feeling some type of fatigue, um, restlessness, not restlessness, but fatigue, out of breath, lack of ambition and drive, we want to get this intact. We want to make sure we're eating a heart healthy, uh, maintaining a heart healthy diet, fruits and vegetables, nuts, um, and things of that nature. As I speak to you, I speak to me, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. We want to, I'm not judging anybody. I'm just going to do this a little bit different today. Let's go ahead and pull out your healing energy oracle. That's what it lets me know. Um, yeah, your heart, I feel, is the root of your issue. That's what it lets me know. That is the root of your issue. I also feel as though your sacral could be something coming from family. Now we're going to look up family. I'm going to pull up the Egyptian tarot regarding family issues as well. All right, so let's pull out, I'm going to pull out this card here. This is going to be something to soothe your heart. Listen to life. So I guess sources wanting you to know you need to sit back, take some time and listen. I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. I listen and discover the way to the eternal. So I honestly feel as though this is a message for someone who needs to focus on their heart chakra, figuratively and literally. That means emotionally as well as physiologically wise as well. Now let's get some ties. What are the ties to family? Because the chakra, notice how I drew like a tree. I drew like a tree, which to me trees represent the roots, represent family. And I do apologize. I'm not trying to bring any confusion to you. This is how I interpret it. So the next person may have a different way of how they interpret the chakras. Okay. So the sacral chakra of chakra Savat is Thana. This chakra is located in the lower abdomen and is associated with creativity, pleasure, and relationships. The element is water, so it has a lot to do with happiness, sexuality, and creativity. Give me just a moment. So, when balanced, you experience a healthy flow of emotions and physical desires. Imbalances can cause depression or a lack of creativity. I'm going to say that I don't know if you may have some, I don't feel as though you yourself have an issue with your sacral chakra, what have you, but it could be um, that's the way somebody may perceive you or your family. But I don't think that is true because, as I mentioned, the devil is a liar. Let's go ahead. We're gonna pull out this card here. Let's see. Let's go to the Egyptian tarot card, and I think that I want to say this is the Queen of Chalices. So we're gonna go down to the Queen of Chalices, which is a minor arcana card. Again, this podcast and YouTube is for entertainment purposes. It is for entertainment purposes. All right, so we're going to go down to the chalices. I want to say this has to be the Queen of Chalices. So I do believe family history is wanting you to for encouragement. I want to say by way of your sacral chakra. So let's go ahead and while I'm pulling this up. Yes, they want you to know that your emotions is not emotional with you because that's not your issue. I believe. I think it's physiologically. If that makes sense to you, self love is what they're wanting you to know. Is to focus on self love. That means focusing on self, being aware of self. As I speak to you, I speak to me because I'm quite aware. But I think a lot of people need to hear this. All right, so we're down to the chalices. We're going to proceed. so this right here is the Queen of Chalices. I do believe that this is a family message from your ancestors, from those who have transitioned over. They are still around, oddly enough. Some people will tell you that's not the truth, that's devil work, this, that, and the other. That's not the sensibility of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about uh, those who have been in your dynasty some generations back can remanifest themselves by way of, we refer to that as what, genetics or whatever you want to call it, to let you know what is going on with this situation or what is going on with this person. More or less like reincarnation or how history repeats itself. We call it genetics, but it's spiritual ultimately. So it says, the Lady of Life, a princess with Isis crown on her forehead, offers the cup of libation with her left hand, while with her right hand she holds the amulet of life. The positive, sincere friend, wife, or faithful fiance, foresight, sensitivity, and wisdom. So I think this is wisdom coming to you by way of your family. Whoever is the representation of wisdom, I do believe it is someone in your family that God uses prophetically to relay messages. Now, we all can give a prophetic message, but I think this person has been deemed, this Queen of Chalices, as quote unquote prophet, if that makes sense. Like I use this person more frequently than I may use someone else, if that makes sense to you. The negative, it says a woman of equivocal character, vice, and dishonor. So I do believe that this person has because of jealousy, and I'm going to just put it out there. I think what happens is it's more spiritual. So it may appear as though this woman doesn't know what she's talking about, or she's unstable to keep people from paying attention to how God can use this woman, whether she's quote righteous or look righteous or not. God can use whomever He chooses or whoever He will to convey a message. And I think this is the situation with this person, right? Something lets me know I am speaking to a younger male and in relation to an aunt or aunt. Some people say aunt, some people say aunt, A-U-N-T, aunt. This is what I feel like, a younger male, younger being mid-20s, right? That's what it lets me know. So that's what I feel sources wanted to know. All right, now your third eye. I do believe your third eye, as I have it positioned here, I do believe God does give you forewarning and insight because I have the third eye position at the top here. I do believe he puts things within you. I honestly also believe, because I have the crown chakra position here, that you may not be that connected or may have a disbelief or disconnect from religion, if that makes sense to anybody. Like there may not be but I want you to know that I think God can speak to others to relay a message to us. I also believe that He's wanting to speak to you directly. You have to get yourself right to be receptive to that energy. That's what it lets me know. I have throat chakra here at the bottom as well, so it may be a situation where you're not that communicative. You don't know how to, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I do feel as though you're no different than anybody. You have grown people walking around, people that've been around who's in their 60s and 70s that don't have a good relationship with the source or God or what have you, and really don't understand how God works and really don't understand a lot in terms of spirituality and whatnot. They really don't have too much of an understanding about a lot of that, and I can totally understand, totally understand that. All right, so solar plexus, I do believe that you are a very intellectual person. Something lets me know that you're very intellectual. Very intellectual. Let me go ahead. I'm going to pull out my urban tarot. You're very intellectual. That's what it lets me know. Let's pull out two. All right. All right. So I have artsy turned upside down. I think a lot of people may feel as though don't take you really serious, if that makes sense. Something lets me know they don't really take you very serious, like they don't feel as though you're competent or you're capable. So you may be one of those people who always finding the need to happen to prove yourself to people you really don't. There's no need to prove yourself to be honest with you. If that makes sense to anybody. Alrighty. I have Queen of Pentacles. Um, Something lets me know that this could very well be from a mother-like figure, mother-like figure, or somebody of an older stature who is a female. You need to listen to this aunt because I think this aunt is wisdom. Whoever this person, I don't know if you're in a relationship with someone who perhaps is older or whatever the case may be, but you need to listen to your aunt. That's what it lets me know. That's what it lets me know. I have the Five of Pentacles here. Let's pull up my cheat sheet. All right, so the Five of Pentacles is ill health, poverty, worry, isolation, financial loss. I believe this person, whoever this person is trying to get you isolated from the truth. Something is not right with this person. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Even though we're doing a chakra energy reading, when I pulled this card, it said read that as evil eye. That's what it mentions to me. Read that, even though this is third eye chakra, read that as evil eye. That's what it mentions. I don't think this person takes you serious, is what I'm getting at. If that makes sense to you. Let's see. The root chakra. Let's get to the root. What is the root? What is the root of the situation? Let's get to the root of the situation. I'm gonna pull out a soul's purpose card. And that should let me know. Let's get the soul's purpose. I think I'm gonna pull out 3 of the Mrs. Cleo's power tarot deck cards as well. Pull 3 of those out. Yeah, I'm doing this chakra energy reading totally different than I had been when I just started off. So it's going to come to me because I do believe that, as I mentioned, I oftentimes get these impressions on how to do things better in the when I'm in when I'm coming out of my zone, you know how I refer to it as the witch's, the devil's hour. You know, when that negative energy comes around, and then God will bring wisdom or revelation to you or what have you. Yes. And I oftentimes get played with enhanced ideas about things, and it showed me, laying the chords straight, you know, and then uh, relating. I give you an example before I going to reading the chords. So I'm going to show you what it showed me regarding the chords. All right, so like say for instance, if I take the chords, right? And do bear with me. I'm trying to get everything set up right. Okay. So say for instance, if I take the chords and just say, put the third eye there, the solar plexus there, the root there, the heart there, which I said the card 4 will be what? The root of the issue. And just lay them like so, right? And how a message is being relayed just in me doing it. Let's see. All right, bear with me and let's try to do this. Right. Okay. Okay, let's push this up. So I need all of the space that I can get. And I do apologize. The magnification on this is not up to par. Maybe I should turn it to the right. Maybe would that work if I do it this way? Let's see. Maybe if I turn. Let's put this back some. Okay, better, right? That is much better. That way you can see all of the cards. Okay, so it showed me in my dream, believe it or not, just take and put all of these cards into a order, and in turn it's going to relate a message just in the order of how they lay. That's what it showed me in my when I first decided to make these. I had some chakra cards, but they got damaged, so I had to throw them away. They got water damaged on them, and I had to throw them away. All right. So as I was laying this down, it mentions to me in my spirit that to read this here as evil eye, right? And this right here, like this right here is insight that he puts in that has been revealed to you, if that makes sense. Like say for instance, if he put insight within you that somebody is going to try to um do something to you, but then that's what this third eye will be a representation of, right? The solar plexus will be a representation of um like if you're doing it based on the picture, if you're doing it based on the picture, the solar plexus will be such as illumination. Illumination. That means clarity or clarity about what he put in, right? About somebody. The root was basically is like the root of the issue, which would be the base, kind of similar to the base of the spine. Well, I said the root, that's why I made these two the same color. The root is going to come from the love and the relationship. So if I said that card 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the root, then we're going to know it's something in relation to either physiologically or emotionally. Well, I mentioned earlier that I did not feel as though that it was emotionally per se. That we need to focus more or less on physiologically with the person. This right here is the throat chakra. This right here is communication. I think the communication piece, when I speak in terms of spiritually, is what is being conveyed. So I may pull out a card to give me more insight about what is being conveyed, if that makes sense to anybody. I mentioned that I felt as though it was this Queen of Pentacle energy um, that was trying to. It may not necessarily. It just could be an energy. Maybe it's your sexuality or something of the sort. A Jezebel spirit, even who knows? Um, then I have the Five of Pentacles here. I felt as though wisdom was from a family member who is a aunt. That's what I feel. This person is this person is wise. It's a wisdom. That's why I feel. I think this person is used prophetically, if that makes sense to anybody. The chakra I pulled, I had the gumption to put a tree here, which I say trees relates to family history, kind of like a family tree. And then like you have the roots here, root, root. That's really chakra, but they refer to this as root or base. crown. I have crown at the bottom. So something lets me know it could be a situation where um, how you're viewed or how people want to put a misconception of how they want you to be viewed, if that makes sense to you. Like if a person feels as though you're not worthy, well, then they're going to continue to circumvent that energy space, if that makes sense to you, right? You will oftentimes find that energies that are what? That have issues with him or her, his or her own um, founding points and ground points is going to always, put it this way, Satan will always rain on your parade. That's just bottom line. So nothing you do will ever be right in their eyes, right? You are going to be smart when I tell you are smart, and that's it, and that's that. So you will never look right in their eyes. It's just bottom line. Basically, is what the cards read here. Now, if this doesn't apply to you, well, then it doesn't apply to you, or resonate, I should say. But then it doesn't resonate with you. So, that being said, are you going to let what people, how people perceive you, control how you go about your day? No, 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 because people are going to always perceive you however way they want to perceive you. That doesn't mean that what their perception of you is right. And you are to allow that to be your reality. And that's just being truthful about it. Um, Now, I have Soul's Purpose card. It says you are on the right path. So whoever this person is, I think you need to listen to this voice of reason. This is wisdom. I think it's something gives me the impression that it is a mother, not mother, but a aunt. It's not a mother figure. I feel as though it's an aunt or aunt. Could be a great aunt. This person is very prophetic. This person is very wise. So you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So, yes, do not let. I think this right here is a representation of a Jezebel spirit, right? Like if you don't have discernment, you don't have the eyes to see, it will present itself before your eyes. This right here, it could very well be the representation of the Jezebel spirit. This Queen of Pentacles. Let's see what else we have here. I have Page of Coins. I think this Page of Coins is a representation of you. It's a representation of you. I honestly feel as though you prayed for a sign to see. See how I have the third eye at the top? You see how you have the eye? I think I want to say this is the eye of Horus. Let me see if I'm able to pull that off. Ugh. Yes, this is the Eye of Horus. It says the Eye of Horus is an ancient Egyptian symbol that represents healing, protection, and knowledge. It is often depicted as a stylized human or falcon eye, and is sometimes called the Wedget eye. Yeah, so it's the process of healing and protection. It's a protection piece per se. It's a sign of protection. So I do believe that you prayed for a sign of protection, right? And your third eye was home, your third eye insight. In other words, clarity about some things, because there was some deception perhaps that came towards you. They tried to bring confusion and strife, because I have the strife card here. And then I have art turned in the upside down or what have you. Somebody didn't believe in you. All right, I have the Six of Swords. So let's red flag. So it's like an alert. Let's see what the cheat sheet says about the Six of Swords. So it mentions that a necessary transition, relocate and movement. So I think in this instance that belief will be changed. That wrong perception of you will be dissipated. I think not necessarily that you will move. No, we're going to move that negative energy away, because that's the wrong impression of you. And I think you prayed for validation. You prayed for someone. You need to listen, but I think ultimately someone needs to listen as well. The next card I have here is Seven of Cups. Um, so yes, I think that you have a lot of energy around that has the wrong viewpoint about you. That's what it lets me know by pulling this card here. Like a lot of them have the wrong impression of you. Many have the wrong impression of you. All right, so we have Seven of Cups. According to the cheat sheet, it says too many choices, commitment issues. So when you have too many hands in a situation, it will bring about a lot of confused energy, negative energy, and things of that nature. It will. I think ultimately this reading is for someone to bring clarity to you and to bring reassurance to you, is what it lets me know. You are on the right path. That's what it wants me to convey to you. You are on the right path. And if I misspoke earlier, I do apologize for that. You are on the right path. And I think wisdom come by way of an aunt who's going to be a help to be a voice of reasoning for you. Okay? So I'm going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense, doing the chakra energy reading. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day. Good